Hey guys, what's going on? Gaming Swifty here, and today I am here to show my version of the Pokemon Home Master Challenge that BirdKeeperToby created like all the way back in February of this year, or well, 2020, depending on when I'm uploading this. So as you can see, it is around 45 boxes. It's a ton. And I'm going to have to go through all of them and tell you about which ones are special and whatnot. So, alright, we're obviously going to start with the Kanto region. So we have all these guys from Kanto, gender variants and all. I have G-Maxes from Kanto. And then we have, obviously, we have G-Max Charizard from Kanto. G-Max Blastoise from Kanto. Male and female Butterfree. And J-Max male and female Butterfree. So, I started this challenge around the time that the original video came out. And most of these, whoops, I forgot that I didn't go into home specifically. My bad, that was not supposed to happen. So, let's go into home. Alright. So anyway, I already had a pretty decent amount of these from the last Master Dex challenge, which was like all the way back in like August 2017, but it's been updated a bunch of times. Here, this is the Battle Revolution Pikachu from Sinnoh. Very, pretty cool. I originally wanted to get a male one, but apparently it's programmed to always be female, which is interesting. Here is the Partner Cat Pikachu, and then obviously a male and female from Kanto. Here is a male from Galar and a female. Actually, both of these are the 6 IV G-Max one you get from, what's it called? From the meeting area. And then here is a Surfing Raichu from Hia. I have a female one too. And then here's a male one and a female from Kanto. Here is the Alolan Raichu from Kanto. Nothing too special about these. Here is the Clefairy from the Pokewalker course. For the most part, I made sure not to modify these Pokemon too much, like just to get them in their original form. There's a Volt, and there's, sorry, did not realize I was done. So, there's a few people, here's the Pokewalker Jigglypuff. So there's a couple people I want to thank for this. My friend Primal, he got me the shiny Dratini from White 2 because I didn't have it. He was going to get me the Rayquaza, but he stopped getting into Pokemon around that time, so I'm completely fine with that. Here's the Galar Alolan Diglett, as you can see, 6 IVs, and unchanged. And then here is a couple Meowths. Here is the G-Max Meowth. Anyway, next person I want to thank is my friend Raven. He got me a lot of what I needed, Ruby exclusives. He got me the Pokewalker Mons back when I needed those. He got me the XD Pokemon, the Coliseum Pokemon, which you'll see. And so I really appreciate him for that. I'm sure there's more. I think he got me the Coliseum bonus disc Jirachi back before I had it. There's a G-Max Machamp right there. Here is the Tentacool from Heart Gold Soul Silver, the one that you get if you only have one Pokemon in your party, and your boxes combined. Okay, and the last person I have to thank is my friend Flame/Victini-kun. He got me the Rayquaza from Heart Gold Soul Silver because I didn't have Heart Gold. I had Soul Silver, so I got the Groudon. There is my Go Farfetch'd. Really cool. So I'm not going to commentate on every single one. You see, the ones that have gender differences, I have both male and female from their respective region. I also have all the Alola forms and Galar forms. And the special ones I will comment on, like this Gengar, is from the dual slot one in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. If you have like a Gen 3 game in there, you can get a Gengar in the, wherever it was, the Johto. If you want to see a good list of gender variants, Aura Guardian has one. It's from Gen 6, I think, but Gen 7 only has like one, doesn't even have any, I don't think, and Gen 8 only has one, which is Indeedee. So it's a good list still. There's a Lone Executor from Kanto, and a Alola Marowak from Kanto. There's Galarian Weezing, also from Kanto. Rhyhorn, right? Okay. No, sorry, I just wanted to check something. There's another Kangaskhan from Go. Okay. So we're already a little bit through. We're getting there. So here's a Mr. Mime from Go, and a Galarian Mr. Mime from Sinnoh. Because, you can catch Mr. Mime, Mime Jr. and Sinnoh, and then evolve it. Here is a Sport Ball Cypher. This is the one from the bug catching contest in Johto. I have both a male and female. Here's obviously a male and female Cypher from Kanto. So my rules are on this. Here's a Sport Ball Pinsir. There's a Go Tauros. Here's the shiny Gyarados from the Lake of Rage. I can't get a female one because in Gen 2 you can't get female shinies unless it's like only female Pokemon. So yeah, I only have the male. Anyway, as I was saying, so the rules I made is that I'm not allowed to, here's the G-Max Eevee. This is the G-Max one from the meeting place, and this one is too. Anyway, so my rules are no shiny Pokemon were allowed, unless they were otherwise specified in the original Master Dex challenge, which was Haxorus, Gible, and Gyarados, which you saw the Gyarados, you will see Gible and Haxorus in a bit. Here's the Let's Go Articuno, and Galarian obviously, Let's Go Zapdos, Galarian, Let's Go Moltres, and Galarian. And here's the shiny Dratini that my friend Primal got me, one of the few I needed, because I don't have a copy of White 2, but he decided to play through it for me. And here's a Kanto one, obviously. Here's the XD Dragonite. This is cool. I like how it says from a distant land. Here's Let's Go Mewtwo. Here is my Go Mew. I decided to transfer that up. I also had the Pokeball Plus Mew from Let's Go, but I like this one more. So yeah, now we're getting into Gen 2. Anyway, so yeah, no shiny Pokemon. Here's the XD Cyndaquil that I got. I decided to get this one, and I really like it. Really lucky on the female. I bought XD a little while after my friend got me the XD Pokemon, so. Anyway, so yeah. So I decided no shiny Pokemon because it just made sense to me. It felt weird putting a shiny Pokemon in there, like it feels rarer than the original. So I figured why not just get the original first before making a shiny living dex. Oh, this Crobat is from Kanto because it evolved from a Kanto Golbat. So all the Johto evolutions are going to have that. Not the pre-evolutions, obviously, because you can't breed for them in Kanto. Oh, this Togetic is from Coliseum. I did originally have a rule that no Pokemon should be in Master Balls except for Legendaries, but the thing is that it's not mine. That was the one that my friend Raven got me, so I am not counting that one because I can't get it myself anyway. Okay, so here is where it gets complicated. So you see I have a Kanto Politoed, both of them, and then I have a Johto one from Kanto and Johto. I think that was the end. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Another rule I had was that there would be no event Pokemon unless they came from mythicals. So one of them was my Dusk Lycanroc. It came from the Cherish Ball event. Okay, here's the Kanto and Johto Umbreon. I mean, Kanto, Espeon, and Umbreon. Then... Oh, here is a Kanto Slowking, obviously Galarian Slowking. And then here are all the Unown from Johto. I'm pretty sure you guys don't have the audio, but I have to listen to this. Alright. Moving on. So yeah, I had to get rid of my Dust Lycanroc. I had to get rid of my event Pumpkaboo Supersize. So I had to hunt for that. I think those were the only two that were breaking my rules. As for Master Balls, I had a couple of them in Master Balls for some reason. Like originally, oh, here's the question mark and exclamation mark. They're from Fire Red Leaf Green. But yeah, I had a bunch of Pokemon from my hacked X and Y file that I got rid of because they were in Master Balls. I guess I was just lazy. Oh yeah, here's a Kanto male and female Steelix, and then same with the Johto version. Alright, and then we move on to the next page. I do have a Japanese Aura Steelix, but that is going to be in my Gold Star section. Oh yeah, then male and female Scizor from Kanto and Johto. Here is the Yancey's Teddiursa from Black and White 2. I got this from my friend Zay, so thank you to that. Oh, well, Flames. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. So yeah, you can clearly tell the gender differences on some of these. Galarian Corsola, of course. Okay, so yeah, there was a Capparaja and Alcremie in my Master Dex, well, my Master Dex, yes. This is my version of the Master Dex, so you can see. So yeah, this Kingdra's from Kanto. This Phanpy comes from, also from Black 2, White 2, but I did get this one myself, the Phanpy. Some other Pokemon I needed to get that were event only. I mean, that were in Master Balls. I think there was just a random Bonsai I had in Master Balls. Yeah, there's all those. I don't know. Here's the XD Lugia, as you can see. See, it's in a Master Ball. I don't mind that. This is the Mount Bato Ho-Oh, the Yamato one. Really like that one. For some reason, this says Hoenn region, but I don't mind. This is the Johto Celebi. And then we're getting into Hoenn. So most of these came from my own copy of Sapphire. I had to reset it a few times to get some of these. Like, as you can see, there's a couple of OTs of Dingus. That was one of the files. But for the most part, you're going to see my original file of Lucy, and my Lacey file, which I used to go through and get the rest of them. You're going to see a little bit of Dingus. You're going to see a little bit of A. But not a ton. Okay, so here are the ones that my friend Raven got me. So here is the C-Dot line. Obviously, male and female Nuzleaf, male and female Shiftry. And we'll get to the rest of them. Surprisingly, Ruby does not have a lot of exclusives. And even then, most of them you can get an Emerald. So the thing I recommend if you're planning on doing something similar to this, don't bother evolving Pokemon in the older gens. In Gen 7, and especially now in Gen 8, you can get Pokemon evolved really easily. Okay, so here's another one. This one wasn't for my friend Raven, but I traded for it on the GTS. Surprisingly, I got it. But it was one of the ones he was supposed to get me. But yeah. Going into Gen 7, if you just grind a little bit on the place right before the battle tree, I think it's the Pony Gauntlet, you can get a ton of XP, and even then, you can just SOS chain Wild Chanseys and Blissies. You can get a ton of XP that way. And then Gen 8, you can just, like, grind raids, get XP candy, and do it. You can evolve easily. Friendship, you can just put in Pokemon Camp. What else? Stones you can get really easily in Sword and Shield. Alright, so here is my Spinda from Hoenn, but then as you can see, for some reason home doesn't show the different patterns, but I can guarantee you these two are the same pattern from Sinnoh. I got them. Anyway. We are about a third way through this entire thing. Yes, only a third, and it's been 15 minutes. I actually recorded this video before. Here's the other Zangoose I got. This was one of the last Pokemon I needed. I traded for it on the GTS. I somehow got it. It's so cool. So this is another one my friend Raven got me, the Solrock. So another rule I have is that if a Pokemon is a special Pokemon, let's say like the Gen 2 evolutions from Kanto, then I must get, and it has a gender variant, then I must get the gender variant in that special version as well. And if I also must get the gender variant from the original region, then I will. Okay. And then if a Pokemon does not have if it's just predetermined gender from, okay, this is the Oras Demoglalie. I remember this one very well. I'm not gonna pause on these too much. If you want to see a specific Pokemon, its gender, markings, whatnot, you are free to just pause the video. But you can see most of these have come. Oh yeah, these are the two that my friend Raven got me. He just traded me the Beldums, I think, but really good to have these two. Because I didn't want to play through just to get another Beldum, because it gets at the end of the game, and also I did not have any game that had Ditto in it. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is another one he got me, the Latios. He got me, actually he did not get me the Groudon, I somehow got that from the GTS, which was incredible. Here is the Gen 4 Rayquaza. He did technically get this for me. He traded me the Kyogre using the DNX exploit, and I ended up getting this one. I got really lucky with that Pokeball. Anyway, here is the Coliseum Jirachi. And it looks so good. Okay, so yeah, now we're moving on to the Deoxys forms. So here is the one, all of these are from Oras. This is one of the last ones I needed. I did a speed playthrough recently. But yeah, all of them coming from Oras. And obviously Sinnoh Pokemon. Anyway, as I was saying, another rule I had was that, well, actually I can look at that rule right now. You can see Gen 4 had a lot of early gender variants for no reason, honestly. Okay. Oh yeah, this Roserade is from Hoenn. I just caught a Rosette, oh yeah, and evolved it. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it there for a second so that I can actually find my rules, because I'm honestly drawing a blank on some of them. Okay, yeah, so no Pokemon and Master Balls besides Legendaries. I've talked about all that. So yeah, also gender variants must be consistent with each other. So I think, oh yeah, so I also have a Hoenn one from a female from Hoenn, and then I have the male and female. So my other rule was, if a Pokemon has a gender variant or form, I think the forms had to be from the same region actually, but the gender variants had to be from the same region as the regular one. So I decided not to catch like one for the base and then two gender variants. That would have taken too much time. But definitely I wanted to get the male and female at least of every Pokemon that does have a gender variant, which is way too freaking many in Gen 4. But they must be consistent with each other, so I couldn't have a gender variant from like I originally had a G-Max female Venusaur, so yeah, these two come from the Johto region. And then I have, of course, the Sinnoh version. So I couldn't have, like, I originally had a Gmax female Venusaur from Let's Go, because I didn't want to reset my red version and then constantly, oh yeah, these are Mismagius and Honchkrow, they're both from Johto. But yeah, I didn't want to constantly go and reset my Pokemon Red, then get a, so yeah, here's the Bonsly. It's not in the Master Ball anymore, that's a different one, but here's the shiny Gibbo from Black 2, I did this one by myself, and I gotta say, looks good. And then obviously male and female Gibbo from Sinnoh. But yeah, anyway, like, it just triggered me seeing the Gmax female Venusaur from Let's Go, so I ended up taking my Bulbasaur from Red. I traded it to my copy of Gold, and then I ended up, okay, this is not the one from the Honey Tree, I would put that in the Gold Star section if I did, but it is a Munchlax from Sinnoh. It is so difficult to get a Munchlax from Sinnoh, besides, like, trading a Snorlax and then breeding it. Most annoying thing is that in Gen 4, your rival has a, what's it called? They have a Snorlax. So that means they actually went in and got themselves one of the rarest Pokemon of all time. So yeah, these Weaviles are from Johto, but then of course I have the male and female from Sinnoh, just for my sake. Yeah, this is where you start seeing a lot more duplicates. So yeah, obviously all these, like, evolutions come from their native region, so like Kanto, obviously Kanto for Rhyperior. I have Sinnoh ones too. I have Tangrowth from Kanto and also from Sinnoh. I have the Poketopia, Electivire, and Magmortar, which is really cool. Johto, Togekiss, obviously, and Yamega, Kanto, Leafeon, and Glaceon. Female, Johto, Gliscor. I have a Johto, Mamoswine, a male and female, and I also have Sinnoh versions. I don't know why these are switched. These should be switched. Usually I like having the male, because they just like showing the male form first. But yeah, then a Kanto, Porygon Z, obviously, a Hoenn, Gallade, Probopass, Dusknoir, Frostlass. Here's obviously all these Sinnoh forms for Rotom. And that's all my rules. I wanted to think about consistent Pokeballs for all the Pokemon. Like, let's say a Pokemon is in a certain legendary group, there should be consistent Pokeballs. Obviously, this is the Dream Ball Dialga and Palkia and Giratina. You can also get a Dream Ball Lugia and Ho-Oh, but since they have XD and Coliseum, I didn't want to do that. Also, I don't have Heart Gold, so. And here is the Cresselia from Sinnoh, but obviously. This is bred from my Ranger Manaphy. It does come from Sinnoh. I don't have an event one, but I just decided to put this one in anyway. Then here is my event Manaphy. My Ranger Manaphy's in my Gold Star section, so I just replaced it with a random one. Yeah, this I might want to replace because I don't know if this is legitimate. I would love to trade for an Oras Shaman if that's possible, but I don't think it is. I'll probably just wait until there's a Shaman event. So here is my Go Victini, which is really cool. As of right now, you can get Mew, Celebi, Jirachi. I think Darkrai was in raids, I know that much. Victini, I think that's all the mythicals you can get, because Arceus isn't in the game, Shaman isn't in the game, Deoxys was in raids, and that's really all the mythicals. Keldeo, I don't think is out yet. Genesect was in raids, Meloetta is not out yet. So yeah. So now we're moving on to Unova. Man, this is going by way faster than my last video. Or maybe not. I mean, we're 24 minutes in. So yeah. See, the rule I do want to add is probably consistent Pokeball coordination. Oh yeah, here is N's Purloin. If you see any with the OTN, that's just all the N Pokemon you can get. I didn't bother getting like evolutions and whatnot, obviously. There's this Pidove. Obviously on Pheasant. Starting in Gen 5, they stopped making... Oh, here's his Boldor. They stopped making his Woobat, significant gender variants. Well, they stopped making like small gender variants. They made significant ones like there's En's Timber, like the Unpheasant. I honestly miss the smaller gender variants. There's Timple. I don't know why they got rid of them. Probably because it's just annoying to have to code for, and also to like, make models for every time. My favorite Unova line. Here's obviously, I think this one was given to me by my friend, or it was a trade one, I can't remember. There's a Sandile. There's his Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka, and his Darmanitan, and a Galarian one. I think the Darumaka line is the only line, there's a Scraggy, that he had both the evolution, he had the evolution for as well. Here's a Sigilif. It's obviously Galarian Yamask from Galar. There's not really much else I can say. Here's a G-Max Garbodor, obviously, from Unova. There's N Zorua and Zoroark. I originally had Zorua, but I ended up having to reset. Not reset, but yeah, I ended up having to reset because I evolved this one by accident. But my friend Flames, he gave me this one, so thank you for that. Good thing I didn't have to reset, because apparently I lost my copy of Black 2. I don't know what happened. There's the Gothita line from my friend Raven. Also, sorry if I sound a bit stuffy. I don't have a runny nose. It's like a stuffed nose. So I feel like I'm sounding a bit stuffy. There's all the Sawsbuck forms from Unova. Really cool mechanic, the seasons. And it made a lot of sense considering, like, you look at Alola, you wouldn't consider winter in Alola. Obviously all the Jealous and Furlish forms. There's N's Joltik. They're in his Ferroseed, his Clink. But yeah. It made a lot of sense. I live in this city, in New York City, and obviously, like, it doesn't snow anymore. There's a shiny Haxorus from Gen 5, Black 2, White 2, and there's the regular one. Man. Like, it doesn't snow here much anymore, but it feels like winter. It's cold. You don't get that in places like Alola. Like, maybe in Japan, there's some places where it's, like, more hotter than colder. I don't know. But it just made sense for this region to have the seasons, and I do wish they would bring it back, like, maybe in a different place in the East Coast, or just a place that's normally, like, changing seasons year-round. So yeah, not much else to say. Oh yeah, no, this is the original Tornadus, though. We'll get to these. So here is the Dream Ball Tornadus, the one from Dream Radar. Then there is the Thundurus. And the Dream Radar Thundurus. Reshiram and Zekrom obviously are from... How do I have this in a Pokeball? Oh, this is the one my friend Raven gave me, never mind. So this is the Dream Ball Landorus. I have two of them. One of them came from Raven. And I'm okay with it being in the Dream Ball from the Dream Radar because it still says from Unova, but maybe one day I'm gonna try and get one from Gen 5. Just Gen 5 on its own. It'd probably be way easier. And then we have Landorus, the one obviously from Dream Radar. We have Kyurem. We have Keldeo from Galar because this is the only way to get Keldeo in-game besides events. I have both forms. Meloetta obviously changes form only in battle, so I only have the one. And Genesect. And then we're moving on to Kalos. Yeah, we're making very good progress on this. So here's the Battlebond Greninja, the one from Alola. I wish that I can record, like, the proof that I did these on my own, but... Oh, here's where we get to Vivillon. Okay, so the reason why I couldn't record proof was because most of this was done on my DS and 3DS. Maybe evolving the Pokemon, But obviously catching them is much more important. Obviously I didn't want to like take my phone and record as I was playing the game. So it's honestly okay. Oh wow. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Anyway, so this is actually a gold star. So I have all 18 Vivillon forms from Kalos. I originally was missing 2, and I'll tell you which 2. So obviously here are all, so those are the first 2. There's Polar, and I forget this one's form. Meadow, I think this is called. This is Elegant. Icy Snow, this is one of them. So I ended up resetting over my X playthrough. And because my Brother's old 3DS was unused, I could set the region, and I set it to one that would work for the Savannah and the Icy Snow pattern after I did Savannah. And I ended up catching a bunch of Scatterbug for the Savannah pattern because I was planning on resetting. So if anyone needs a Savannah Vivillon, just hit me up. I can get you one. They're still in my copy of Bank right now, but I can probably bring them into Ultra Sun and Moon. Okay, this one... Why is this here? Hold on. Which form is this one? Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I'm a mess right now. So that was in here. Excuse me for just one moment. I am going to just look up really quickly which Vivillon form that's supposed to be. I have them ordered in the way that Cerebi has them ordered in the Gen 6 decks, because I just thought it would be easier. So I know this one's the modern pattern, but there has to be one after this. Yeah, that's the marine pattern. Hold on. I should have a marine pattern one. Yeah, here it is. See, this one is from Aura, so... I don't know what happened. I guess I traded the one in my Master decks by mistake. But yeah, this one does come from Kalos as well. So here's another one. The Archipelago, High Plains, Sandstorm, River, Monsoon. Here's my Savannah one. So yeah, if you need a Savannah one, hit me up. And they're really difficult to get in the GTS. Then here's the Sun pattern. Yes. Ocean, Jungle, and then I have the Fancy and Pokeball in here, but these are event only, so I should probably get rid of them. And here's male and female Pyroar, all the Flabébé forms. Originally I had a shiny White Florges in here. But I decided to catch a new one because I didn't want shinies in my decks. Go-Goat for some reason is really popular in the GTS. I think it's just because you can't get one in any game. I would love to get all the Furfur coins, but unfortunately they revert back after a while. And then obviously here's Meowstic. Yeah, some of these are the ones in Pokeballs that were in Master Balls, but I got rid of them. Like the Helioptile, yeah, I'm about to show. If you see Lucille, then that's probably the ones that were replaced. Because obviously I don't want hacked Pokemon. Even though they're not technically hacked, they were on my hacked file, so... here's my Kanto Sylveon, obviously. The only evolution since Gen 4. Well, technically not, but, you know, you get the point. So yeah, here's all these. This is obviously the non-event one that I was talking about. I had a shiny super form as well, but I decided to get rid of that too, because I just didn't want it. Didn't want shinies. I had a shiny Xerneas, the event one, so it broke 2 of my rules, so I had to do a speed playthrough of X just to get that one. Luckily, I didn't have to do it for Yveltal. I think my Zygarde, I'm going to change it so that it's from Kalos, because to be honest, I think you can catch a Kalos Zygarde, then transfer it into Sun and Moon, and you can split it into 5 like Zygardes, 10% forms. I don't remember though. I think so though. So yeah, here's my level 100 from Kalos, so. Then obviously all these Hoopas and Volcanions are event ones. And then we're getting to Alola, which doesn't have a lot of special Pokemon, but gosh darn it, I honestly really like the Alola region. I played a lot of it, so I got okay, so here's a Totem Gumshoes, but obviously, usually my Totem Pokemon I name, so that I know they're totems. This one was on my team, that's why it's level 61, but if it wasn't, I wouldn't have, got it to such a high level. Alright, so we're over halfway through, obviously, so, here's the Dusk Lycanroc from Alola. My friend found a own tempo Rockruff Raven, and he traded it to me, so I had to evolve it in, Sword and Shield. It's so cool how you can get Dusk Lycanroc and Sword and Shield now. Okay, this one should be the Totem Lurantis. And this one should be the Totem Salazzle. For some reason, home doesn't show the totems. But I do promise that they are totems. I made sure that most of them were unchanged. Okay, next box. And obviously all the forms of Minior. Okay, so this one actually has a little bit of a story. So if you've ever done Bulbapedia's not Wonder Trade, but like trading thing, I did it twice. I think once, I don't even remember what it was for, but another time it was like around Christmas 2017 or 2018, either one. So they were giving out Kolmolas and named Yolog. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna participate in this, and I actually got one. So I'm really happy with it. Anyway. But for the most part, these all belong to either one of my 4 playthroughs I've played through. I don't know where that came from, but. So obviously there's no real special about Alola Pokemon. There's obviously an event Magearna, the one from the QR code. Here's the original form Magearna from home. Then there's the event Marshadow, Point Blank Naganadel from Alola, Stakataka and Blacephalon from Alola, event Zeraora, and here's a Go Meltan and Melmetal. My friend Raven got me these, but to be honest, I didn't really need them. Well, now I don't, but I did in the beginning. And then here's obviously a home Gmax Melmetal. And then the Galar region, which doesn't have too much besides like Gmax Pokemon. As you can see, I tried nicknaming most of them, but some of them I decided not to. So yeah, I'm just gonna go by these a little bit quickly. I really wish you could have had a Gmax Pokemon in the beginning of the game. Like, not the beginning, but like maybe by like the 4th or 5th gym rather than the 8th gym. Well, maybe now with Gmax Soup, you can actually have a Gmax Pokemon on your team. Like, let's say you go through the Isle of Armor, you get the Max Mushrooms, and rather than Gmaxing your Urshifu, you get yourself a Gmax for your team. So obviously I have Gmaxes for Toxtricity, Centiskorch. I'm not going to comment on all of them, though. If they have a Gmax form. Okay, this one should be an authentic Sinistea, but unfortunately it doesn't show in home. But yeah, they are. This one's also authentic. Some of these were in Master Balls originally, or were shiny, these Gmax Pokemon, but I did end up changing them up a little bit. Okay, so this Mr. Rhyme is actually from Sinnoh, and you can see, because it says from Sinnoh, so I caught that one as a Mime Junior. Oh, and now we're getting to my Alcremie collection. So I'm just going to go over this really fast because there's a lot of them. But yes, I have every single Alcremie. And if you're wondering, why is it that we're really close to the end? We should be close to the end. You know, good thing you guys can't hear this. I hate the noise. So you see, we're on Master 41. I said there was 45 boxes. How is it that an entire collection of Alcremie would take up nearly 3 boxes? You'll see why. So yeah, most of these I got during the event from last year. Wait, did one of them say... No, it's at 2020. Because some of them were saying 2019. I thought, wait, did that just say January 2019? Hold on. Oh, we're going through them again. Okay, so I have to keep mental note. So obviously these are the rainbow forms, which is the last one. But then, I have an entire G-Max collection. And I know in the challenge proper, it doesn't say you need all the G-Max forms. But I wanted them. So I ended up grinding for hours on this event, trying to get all the sweets, trying to get all the Milcery I would need. I bred a few, and I ended up getting a shiny Milcery. But now, you can just evolve a regular Alcremie and then mark it with a G-Max, but I'm happy that I caught these during the event. The Milceries, needed to evolve all these. Because obviously I wouldn't want to go through all this. Wait, I think this is the end. Yeah, it is. Okay, so these are the last ones. You see, there's a couple left. And there we go, we're on the final stretch. Obviously, male and female and DD. This one says home. I don't think it's a home event. I think someone just named themselves home and got it. So yeah, this is a G-Max Copperage I got in the GTS, because I didn't want to bother trading for a normal one. I didn't want to bother, getting one of my own. So yeah. Alright, this is the final boxes. If you notice there's a spot there, an extra one, it's because I thought I might have wanted a regular Urshifu of each form, but obviously that would take resetting a lot, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, I do have both G-Max forms. In the proper Master Challenge, it did say you only need the Gigantamax forms. Oh my god, I cannot speak. And then obviously, Zarude is in here, but it's not in the challenge properly, I don't think. I think it is now, but there's Regieleki and Drago, Glastrier, Spectrier, and Calyrex. That's it. But now you go and look at my gold stars. So here I have the other XD Pokemon, the starters. I have the ORS Japanese demo. I have the Ranger Manaphy. I leveled it up a little bit by mistake. I have the shiny Pokemon from Kanto, and that's it. I am planning on getting the Mirage Island Wynot, the Honey Tree Munchlax. I want to get a shiny legendary in a sport or Safari Ball. That'd be really cool, but that's gonna take me a while. But that's everything. Actually, there is a couple more things I can show. This is my G-Max marked collection, so basically any Pokemon that is marked with a G-Max, even though it can't Gigantamax. And then I also have a Go Regional collection, but that's gonna be saved for another video. But yeah, 45 plus boxes of Pokemon. It takes up, you see I have 2,000 Pokemon in home. Obviously I don't have the entire thing filled out, but I can assure you, half of this is, at least half is related to home. Like, just do the math. If you do 45 times 30, that is around 1,350 Pokemon. And obviously half of 2,100 is like, 500 and something. It's 1,050. Never mind. That's like a quarter. So yeah, thank you to everyone who decided to watch this massive video. I'm definitely going to be making another video about my collection, the rest of my collection, soon. But I will see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful New Year if you're watching this on the New Year's Eve 2020. Have a great 2021, and I will see you guys next video and next year. Bye!